Hey, what is up guys? Bricks96 here. Today's video we'll be taking a look at is set 75449. That is the Siege of Mandalore Battle Pack. This set is retailing for $22.99 and it only comes with 116 pieces. So not that best of a price in my opinion. Also, a lot of people aren't liking the price, but one thing a lot of people are not liking is obviously it comes with the wart, with the war holes on the clone troopers. But these Mandalorian super commandos are not looking too good with the silver on their visors. But turning it around, you can see the build. Now the build on this one actually looks pretty cool. That's actually one thing that I'm really excited on building. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alrighty guys, so right off the bat it is pretty noticeable with them having these silver visors. It doesn't look too good. I mean, it blends in with the helmet. It just doesn't look good. I mean, the builds on the other hand are pretty good, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the minifigures first, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the builds, and then I'll give you guys my whole thoughts on everything. Alrighty, so the first two minifigures we'll be taking a look at are going to be the 332nd Clone Troopers. These are the same ones that we did get back in, I believe, a couple years ago. I want to say we got a couple years ago in the speeder that they had. I can't remember the name of it, but I did know we got these in a battle pack. So they're not exclusive or anything like that. They do still have those helmet holes or wart holes, whatever you want to call them. They still does not look good. Still look pretty weird. You can see they do have back printing. These are identical even down to the head, so pretty basic when it comes down to the clones. One does come with the long range sniper rifle or long range rifle, and then one does come with a normal blaster. Their side build is just this little barricade with a stud shooter blaster, which is kind of cool. I mean, you can make it like the gate is dropping, sort of. I'm not quite too sure how you would want to do that, or just pretty much just have it all the way back. And the cool thing is that it does not go any more because of the cheese slopes right there, which is pretty cool. You do have extra studs to shoot just in case you lose some, because oh, there you go, and it shot out. So yeah, if you've never seen a stud shooter, now you know how they work. But yeah, pretty I mean, common minifigures when it comes down to it with these two. But let's go ahead and take a look at the newer minifigures. Alrighty guys, so here we have the brand new two super or the Mandalorian Super Commandos, if you will. We do have a male variant and a female variant. Male variant being the one on the right, and the female variant being the one on the left. As you can tell that both of these figures unfortunately do suffer from bad printing on the visors. They do have metallic printing on the visors and not black. In my opinion, it either looks like they have digital helmets that are turned off, or they just look like straight up statues, because you can tell on the male variant it is the same color as the top of the helmet, and on the female variant it is the same color as the metallic silver on the torso. So yeah, either turned off digital helmet or a statue, however you want to put it. You know, it sucks, or it is unfortunate that that is what these figures are suffering from. Another thing that these figures are suffering from, or the male is suffering from, is, you know, lack of another finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no other finger. The female has 5. She actually has her 5 fingers, you know, right up on top of her head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know what happened, but let's go ahead and take a look at these minifigures. I am going to take off their jetpacks because they both have the metallic silver jetpacks. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take off their jetpacks so we can see the back of them and then their side build. Alrighty, you guys, so I guess the first one we'll be taking a look at is going to be the male Super Commando variant. One thing I do want to point out is he only does have 4 fingers on his helmet, as we'll take a look at the female in a minute. She does have 5. So besides the helmets, I do like the color, you know, the red and the black, and I do like that they have the red on the side right there, which is again really cool. Not as much attention to detail because obviously the visor is the wrong color. They are missing a finger, but taking off the helmet, you can see his face is just a normal face. I'm pretty sure it's been in DC or Marvel, other, I'm not quite too sure, but I'm pretty sure this is not a new face. If it is a new face just to be covered, ugh, I don't know what to say other than what the heck. His accessories do have a small little blaster and sort of like a hologram shield, which is pretty cool, especially since they have jetpacks and they are flying around. I do like the torso printing and the leg printing, really cool. I do like the wear and tear on the front. Turning him around, you can see he does have the same armor color, but there is also some wear and tear, not as much as we're going to see on the female. I guess because he is being covered with his shield, but still pretty cool. I do like that we do have toe printing on the male variant. Taking a look at the female variant next, you can see she does have her 5 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is looks pretty cool. Would have looked a lot better if she had a black visor. One thing I do notice right off the bat is the yellow right there on the shoulders, which is honestly pretty cool. Her legs are, as you can see right there, they do also have a bit of red trimming like on the skirt, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Turning it around, you can see she does have some wear and tear, and by I meant more, it's just it's like more noticeable. They're bigger spots and things like that. It's not that she's all, you know, battle damaged, but you can see the front, it does have bigger spots. They're a lot more noticeable than the male variant right there. But yeah, still pretty cool. Taking off her helmet, you can see she does have the very generic Marvel Harry Potter face. So yeah, this face has been on the minifigures for many times. Really cool concept for the minifigures. I do like the leg and the torso printing on these guys, but let's go ahead and take a look at their side build because that's what I am most excited about. Alrighty guys, so here is the speeder for the Super Commandos. I really do like this build. It does come with this little crate that it does have an extra tile to shoot and an extra blaster. I'm pretty sure it is meant to be connected to the front of this so it can be, you know, driving around. It does look a bit awkward in its shaping, but even honestly, if you were to take off the crate, yeah, there is a big gap in the front, but it does not look half bad. I do really like how simple, how small it is. The color scheme is really cool. It's like a red and black with obviously the different grays. You do have the yellow thrusters that stand out, which is pretty cool. You are able to fit one minifigure right there. You do have control panels. You are able to also attach a super commando with his jetpack, his or her jetpack I should say, and swivel it around on the ball joint right there, which is again pretty cool. I think this is really cool for, again, the how small it is. It's a really small build. It gives, you know, it kind of gives like, you know, more, I don't even know. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't give off Star Wars vibes. It gives more kitty vibes. But let's go ahead and put everything together and give you guys my final prediction or final thoughts. Okay, so my final predictions on this set, is it worth the $23 that it is retailing for? No, I don't think so. I think you need to wait for a discount. I am more than certain this set is going to go on discount because of the clone troopers. They have been in many other sets. People are not really wanting to get them. And then as far as the super commandos, I feel like these are minifigures that if you are just wanting, you know, a minifigure collector, you just want one of each, that's obviously you just want one of each, and that's it. Even if you're not like an army builder and you want a lot of minifigures, I don't think this is the minifigures to be army building or to be getting a lot of, because unfortunately the helmets for these guys, the older ones are going for, I want to say, pretty penny. For the 332nds, I'm not quite too sure, but the draw for this set in particularly were the Super Commandos, and I think they were a pretty big miss. The builds are pretty cool. I mean, obviously for a barricade, still pretty cool. I like the barricade. The little speeder on here, very cool. I will probably pick up one or two if I am able to find these at a pretty good discount, maybe at like, you know, 12 to 15 bucks if I'm able to. I mean, I don't think I may be able to find them at 12-15 bucks, but if I'm able to, I'll pick up two. If I'm able to find it at like, you know, 16-18 dollars, I'll probably pick up another one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this set. Have you guys bought one, more than one? Are you guys going to get one at retail price? Are you gonna wait for it to get in on the discounts to then start army building, or what's, you know, what are you guys thinking? Thank you guys for watching the video. Drop a like, share with a friend, subscribe. Again, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. God bless.